Not correctly. This speech is brought to you by Chris and is here to inform others about the root of sleep. The general purpose of this speech is to aim to discuss the importance of sleep and how we are able to better our sleeping habits. Many underestimate the importance of sleep and how it is linked to our everyday function. At times, we may disrupt our circadian rhythm, in response to fulfilling something else. Let me ask you, how long does it take you on the average to fall asleep at night? Do you toss and turn before falling asleep? If you answered yes to the second question, or maybe thought long about the first one, maybe there's a reason as to why. In this speech, I'll be able to provide you more information about what part, of the brain helps or is activated with sleep, when asleep, the function that sleep helps with, and ways and tips that you can better fix your sleeping habit. What is the science behind sleep? The article found a National Neurology Disorder and Stroke last edited on September 5th, 2024, titled Brain Basics, Understanding Sleep, says that sleep is a complex and dynamic process that affects how you function. So from that article, we were able to find out that certain parts of the brain is only activated or used while sleeping. Those parts would be anything like the hypothalamus, the brainstem, the thalamus and cerebral cortex, the pineal gland, the basal forebrain, and the midbrain, and lastly, the amygdala. To this day, scientists still are unknown exactly as to why we need sleep and what is the science behind it. The benefit of sleep and how to identify it should be known according to article Sleep from Gale, Health and Wellness online collection published in the year 2022 by Chester Weidman and Guy Farthingstein. That says that we spend usually 1/3 of our sleep or 1/3 of our time asleep, and we thus should make it a good quality sleep. In this article, it talks about the benefit of sleep. Sleep is most important to our body and the different systems that works throughout our body. Anything like brain and motor function stems from increased amount of sleep, as well as energy, anything like depleting waste and toxins from the body. Usually what can happen with the lack of sleep is anything like increase in sickness or in low immunity, or your immune system, being low, as well as sleeping disorders that can stem or that can occur from lack of chronic sleep as well. And usually, in order to fix that, sometimes you just fix your sleeping habits, or sometimes medication is also brought into the factor about that. So the sleeping stage includes 4 different stages. The first one is known as non-REM sleep, or stage 1. Usually it is classified by slow heart rate, breathing, eye movements, and brain waves. It is also known to last a couple minutes after falling asleep. Next is stage 2, also known as non-REM light sleep. The identifiers are similar to the first stage, so that will be that slow eye movement and heartbeat. And usually it makes a majority of our sleep time. As for stage 3, also known as non-REM deep sleep, is also have the same characteristics that identifies to the low heartbeat and slow eye movements, anything around that. And it is mentioned that the stage is longer in the first half of the night and decreases as time goes on. It also is needed in order to feel refreshed. Lastly, stage 4, also known as REM sleep, many know that one as the moment or the part in the stage of sleep that you're dreaming. Usually you spend less time in REM sleep as you get older, and it usually happens 90 minutes into sleep. As we decrease or increase in age, usually the amount of time that we need to sleep also decreases as well. Most infant babies, toddlers, and adolescents need more sleep than adults. The article published by Boulevard Media Group from Healthy Year 2024 titled, "Try These Tips for Better Sleep," will help me discuss points that one should do to ensure a restful sleep. Those things would be ways of better sleep. First, we can talk about light exposure. Usually we want to control the light. So expose yourself to natural light or bright light to be alert during the day, but reduce that bright light once it's evening time, as well as limited your technology time 1 hour before going to bed. As for the sleeping environment, usually we want to be sleeping in a dark, quiet, and cool setting. If anything, machines are used for anything like white noise, just to calm and relax the body as well. And that the bed should also only be used for anything like sleep and sexual activities, and not a place where you usually hang out most of the day. Next, for nap time, it's recommended no more than 60 minutes, so usually about 30 at most, and even 1 to 2 or 1 to 6 minutes of a little nap can be a refresher. Around the hours of 1 to 4, we usually see a dip in our energy, and that was usually when we take naps the most. As for diet, anything concerning what we eat, and as well as caffeine intake, just want to limit that around a certain hour, and alcohol intake as well, As you can see, there's many things that can be done to improve your sleep. With these tips under your sleeve, you can be one step closer to changing your life. So, conclusion, what we talked about is basically that sleep is important and the action that the body needs in order for it to function and process daily. We reviewed what parts of the brain helps out during sleep. What is sleep? That's a question that we're not really sure about. And we also discussed why do we need sleep and tips that can help you and I improve our sleep schedule. Now that we have reviewed all that information regarding sleep, do you think that something in your night routine needs to be changed? Thank you.